and your opinion may never be registered. Once this consensus is reached, it's taken to the City Council, and the City Council votes to make smaller parking places. Currently, there are 15 Florida counties that are under ICLEI control. The most current was Volusia. The citizens of Volusia County voted against ICLEI control in November, and on March 2nd, the Board of County Commissioners did it anyway. Can anybody say recall? And now the citizens of Volusia County will be paying $15,000 a year to ICLEI for their services. ICLEI has been at its worst in Miami-Dade County, and thanks to this man is Harvey Rubin. He is the clerk of circuit court for Miami-Dade County. This is a direct quote from Harvey Rubin, that individual rights must take a back seat to the collective. At one time, Harvey Rubin was the vice chairman of the ICLEI. That's internationally. He had to step down because he could not be clerk of circuit court and vice president of an international organization at the UN at the same time. But he still sits on the executive committee. And in Miami-Dade County right now, they are having people's property being determined by flyovers and helicopters that they are wetlands. For instance, there's a commercial nursery that has been in operation since 1968, received a cease and desist order. Another man had mulch put on his property after Hurricane Wilma, and now they are ordering him to remove it at an estimated cost of $100,000. And in both of these cases, when they go to court, they are seen by a judge who is pro-sustainable development. So, that's the way that's working. The problem with ICLEI is that it violates the U.S. Constitution, that no state or subsection of a state can enter into a treaty or alliance with a nation or an international organization. So how is all of this going to happen? Well, you steal a generation. At the same time that the Rio Earth Summit was taking place, the Earth Charter was written. And this is a quote from Mikhail Gorbachev, who said that he hoped that it would be a kind of 10 Commandments for the environment. And also, we have found out in the past 3 weeks that the Florida Department of Education has said that beginning next year, American history will no longer be taught in the high schools before Reconstruction. So America just did not exist before 1865. Also, the Florida Department of Education is, instead of the traditional curriculum, going to be using the International Baccalaureate curriculum. This curriculum discredits nationalism. It encourages loyalty to peers and teachers, not family and church, and it promotes the United Nations over the United States. So, do we have sustainable development here? Of course we do. The West Florida Regional Planning Council is funded by the Department of Community Affairs. Last year they received $196,000. And this is from their website. It was the annual report for 2007, and these are the projected human settlements on the Gulf Coast for 2030. And there's your compact community with the rail line. And this is your green building. So what can we do? We can refuse new money for sustainable development programs. We can avoid partnerships with the feds the NGOs and foundations that promote these policies. We can understand that our public officials are here to protect liberty and ensure equal justice. We need to know the U.S. and Florida constitutions and hold government employees accountable to the oath they swore. Next year is the 20th anniversary of the Rio Summit, and they are going there with the intentions of getting a hard treaty on sustainable development. The first time was a soft treaty. And I put a handout in the back there that has the top 10 of items of sustainable development, and on the back are Governor Scott and Pam Bondi's contact information, and you can contact them and tell them to kick ICLEI out of Florida, because the arrangements that they have with our cities and counties are against the U.S. Constitution. And there are also some other websites where you can get information, and in particular is Freedom Advocates, and there's a little tutorial in there on how to bust up a consensus meeting that you might enjoy. And that's all.